It is my dream to be able to do some type of work that doesn't involve my titties.
Well, they shouldn't be so nice.
Welcome back to another episode of Common Decency. I'm your host, Jenna Lee.
And I'm Sebby. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for tuning. Thanks. Yeah.
You know, at this point, we thought, you're probably wondering, who the f are these people?
Yeah, like just some random hop.
We are so random.
Totally random, but a great duo.
Aren't we?
On camera, I feel like, hey.
Are we those people that like think we're like a great duo and we think we have the sauce and like we really don't?
Yeah, the sauce just goes right by us. Let's not think that way. Let's put it out there that we are.
I also have to say before we get this episode started, this is the first time I haven't had my titties out. So
and
if
you
you're
look fantastic.
Yeah, I feel like if you're watching this, it means you really care about me.
Guys, we appreciate you for tuning in. Jenna has her clothes on and you're still here.
It is my dream to be able to do some type of work that doesn't involve my titties.
Well, they shouldn't be so nice.
That would be just like, that means I made it. You know what I mean? If I don't have to show my titties for work.
Exactly.
Anyways.
So if you find us how you find us and you're like, what do these people do? What do you do?
What do you do?
I currently am a photographer. And
he is.
I work for a lot of online publications. I work with a lot of online influencers. I produce content, video, photography.
Sound. He set this camera up.
With the sound, I got everything popping.
He's your tech guy.
Sure.
Yeah. So how did you, I would ask how you got into that, but let's go even further back. So What did you used to do?
Oh gosh. I used to work in real estate right out of college.
What?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Especially in bigger cities.
Okay.
Real estate's fun.
Okay.
But that didn't last because of the crash in 2008. Gosh, I'm so old. Oh my gosh. And then I went into working at a media company.
A media company, right?
Yeah.
And you were on Reddit all day at the media company.
Dude, all I did was search the internet.
You're an internet guy.
Internet and me are like holding hands.
You know what's interesting is you look more of like you're into sports, the gym, working out. You look like one of those guys that walk around and they're just like, protein powder.
Are you serious?
But you're an internet guy.
I am internally a nerd.
You're actually both though.
Yeah, I'm a hybrid.
You're such a sports fanatic, yet somehow he has already seen everything on the internet for the day. You know?
I'm relatable. Jeff Probst from Survivor calls me a golden retriever.
Tell him about when you tried out for Survivor.
Okay, guys, I tried out for Survivor. I got really, really far in the interview process to be on the show.
They flew him out to Los Angeles.
I was out in Los Angeles for a whole week doing testing. There were so many like written tests, verbal tests. I had to talk to multiple therapists. Physical tests at a hotel, like they rented out the whole ballroom. They made you do sprints. And
Didn't they like draw your blood?
Oh, they drew my blood. And then when I thought I was like, okay, that was a really long process. And I thought I did great. At the end of the last day, they're like, all right, now you have to see our doctors.
What kind of doctors?
Medical doctors to clear you to go to Fiji, because that's where they film. So when you go to Fiji, you get a lot of vaccinations because there's crazy crap over there. So they were giving me vaccine. They gave me like.
Oh, you got far enough to where they gave you a vax?
They gave me like 10 different shots.
And then you didn't make it on the show?
And they didn't even.
They juiced you up and they were like, you know what? You're not making it. Get out of here. And then you went home and then you felt fine?
I felt great. And I just thought I was getting vaccines. And it was pre-COVID.
Yeah.
So like vaccine wasn't a term that a lot of people used on the daily. So I was just like, yeah, give me all the vaccines you want. I don't care. I'm ready to go. I thought I was going to be on the show. That's why they only do it to people that were going to be on the show. And then the last, like as I was leaving, they asked me to take a picture. And I was just like, I didn't look my best because I was just like a long week. This is what I think it was. They asked to take my picture one last time in a parking lot. Like it was just overcast. It was just bad lighting. And this girl took it on her phone and she said she was going to show all the executives this picture. And I'm just like, everybody else had their pictures taken professionally.
You probably are overthinking this because you are a professional photographer.
Yeah.
But what I think is most interesting about this story is the fact that you had to take a personality test.
Oh, yeah.
And you basically scored so normally that they made you retake this test because they thought you cheated, because that's how normal it turned out. Wasn't it like a 500 question test?
Yeah, it was a 500 question test, the Wonderlic test. And
the what?
The Wonderlic. It's like a personality test.
Okay.
And they give it to like professional athletes.
Okay.
And I had just scored so like neutrally that they couldn't believe it. They're like,
they were so shocked they made you retest.
I had it retested by myself. I had to do it again.
And the one word I would use to describe you as a human being is normal.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty.
So anytime I need advice or anytime there's been a situation, I ask you your thoughts, and whatever you think about the situation for me is what I'm rolling with, because he's so normal.
Just sound advice, and that's what I'm here to give. So
it's
I'm glad.
Insane.
I feel,
according to science, you're sound.
I feel like I am here to give people advice.
And you have never been on medication. Like, how are you so normal?
You know, I have a normal sleeping cycle. I have a lot of energy throughout my day.
An optimal human being.
I can eat anything.
Yeah, you can.
I can stay up late. I can drink a lot. I don't drink, but I mean, I can.
Yeah.
I can do drugs and not be affected like other people.
I have never heard you be like, man, I need a nap.
Yeah, I don't I don't get tired.
You're an alien. I think you've been dropped off.
Let's talk about you.
Well, I'm not normal.
I feel like in this day and age, you are normal and you are relatable because of what?
Well, I never said I wasn't relatable. I'm mentally ill, and I think that's what makes me so relatable. No, I grew up very normal, I feel. And for whatever reason, I would say when I was like maybe 24, anxiety hit me like a ton of fucking bricks. It fell from the sky and knocked me out so badly to the point to where I developed something called agoraphobia, which is fear of leaving the house.
Whoa.
I was unable to drive. Years later, here I am, still unable to drive, but I still have a driver's license. I think that's so strange.
Hey, congratulations.
I am so bad at driving. Like, legally, I'm allowed to drive, but like, how? Like, they don't know my situation. And by
Lord.
they, I mean
Lord.
the DMV, the government, whoever issues
like when you do go on the road, do you make sure you let everybody know?
No, I go down one ways. I ding other cars and things. It's very unsafe for me to drive. I get very overstimulated when I'm driving because I still have panic attacks and anxiety behind the wheel.
Ugh. I know very little about mental health, so educate us.
However, I have been able to conquer my anxiety in every other form of life. So I feel I have such a passion and a soft spot for people that do deal with mental health, anxiety, depression. I don't know anyone else that has dealt with agoraphobia, but if you have, I'm here. So for that reason, I have spent many days, weeks, months, years at home alone in the comfort of my home, because that's where they feel the safest, no anxiety. So I'm an internet girl.
Get it?
I'm online, baby. I'm always online. I'm seeing it all. And I probably look like I'm out. Well, not me in the sweater now, but I always have my titties out, my makeup on.
Yes.
No, I am home on my computer, just on the web, just fucking digging up shit.
Yeah, dude, you're our favorite internet personality.
I love the internet. God, where would we be without the internet? Without the internet, I think I would have had to have it would have been like in the 50s, and I would have had to have like married some like car salesman and bust out like 4 kids and been a housewife. And that's so sad to me. So for that reason, I appreciate the internet.
So by appreciating you, we are gonna put in a solid effort on this podcast.
Yeah.
And we want to like give sound advice.
Yeah, because like I said, Common Decency, he's such a normal guy that has just
great common sense. It's just the common sense aspect of my life. It's just like, I know right from wrong.
Right, yeah.
As bad as you want to be, I still can figure it out.
You used to be really smart when you read a lot of books. I think you need you need to start reading books again so you can just really articulate and give really good advice.
100% agree.
Yeah.
But I will take all recommendations. So if you've read anything good, like definitely let me know. Because I'm not going to read. It's easy for me.
When's the last time you've read?
Like probably like a year ago.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, we're both college graduates. He had the ultimate college experience. I went to like a tech school in my mom's backyard.
But you still graduated from college, and that means a lot.
I am
Should be proud of that.
Only one in my family that has graduated from college, to the point to where it doesn't feel real. I'm like, I graduated from college.
That's insane.
It's insane these days.
So that's us. We hope you tune into all of our podcast episodes.
Oh, wait. How did we meet? I've known this man since 2014.
So we met just like I'm sure you started following Jenna. I just started following Jenna. Like it's totally normal. And you know, the internet is a real place.
We met on the internet.
And you know, I work in the industry where I work with a lot of models. I work with a lot of talent. And we had a photo shoot one day where we needed actually hiring models, and Jenna was a very successful model at the time in my agency, or my company hired her and to come do a shoot.
Right. So I flew out to do a photo shoot.
And I was there, part of the whole situation, and we just
really hit it off, went to dinner, just had so many things in common, and we just haven't separated since. So it's been since 2014.
Been a good team.
I'm surprised I haven't seen your hairy butthole so far. Maybe one day you'll have to show us.
Yeah, we'll show everybody your mustache.
I shave that. Maybe one day I won't shave it.
There's nothing I could say about you where you'd be like, "Yep, you're right. Okay, yeah, I can't offend you."
Try again. I'll let you. Try again.
Well, I'll let them know about your peach fuzz nose.
I do have peach fuzz on my nose. One last thing about him, he thinks I'm right constantly, and it drives me nuts. Is that normal? Like, I don't like to always be right. I do love to have a bit of like conversation, and he's always like, you're right. You're right. That's it.
You're right. Yeah. Maybe because honestly, like, I just don't want to talk about it anymore. So you just tell her she's right. You move on. Hot tip of the day. Admit defeat when you're still right. It's okay, because then you can just carry on with your day.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. See you guys.
Yeah, so that's all we have for you today. We just wanted to introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
Comment below if there's anything else you want to know, if you like this episode, if we should do more juicy about us episodes.
I'm sure you guys are going to ask us a lot of questions in the comments.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
Yeah. Definitely
Please be our
encourage
friends.
that. Be our friends.
Please be our friends. How many friends do you have?
I have 3.
Well, that's good.
It's pretty solid.
That is a lot.
And I also have some family members that I like to keep in touch with. But like cousins, you know, not like, oh, my mom. No, I don't consider.
I have one friend, and regarding family members I keep up with, I got about 2 or 3.
And what about online friends? Does that count? That's like a whole different genre.
That's a whole different genre, because you're not meeting up with them.
Yeah, you're just like supportive.
And the reason I was thinking today of why I love being online so much is that the internet doesn't drain me. Like, you're not actually having a face-to-face conversation. So I just feel like I can sit online all day and not be drained, because the human interaction is a bit different.
Right.
So I have a ton of like online friends, like a ton.
That's great.
And I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I still only have 3.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today.
Thanks, guys.
We cannot wait to drop some juice on our next episode. Stay tuned. We have a lot planned for you. And I hope you're as happy to be here as we are.
Happy as a clam.
We are just so happy. We're so happy we might kiss. Maybe on another episode.
Love you. Bye.
Mwah.